Hi, welcome to Book Chat. My name is Bia Stengo, and I'm a managing librarian at Monterey County Free Libraries. Today I wanted to talk to you about a book that I recently listened to on a playaway, and this is called The Lincoln Highway by Amor Towles. This is a book set in 1954 in the United States. It takes place in the Midwest. He's in a work camp in Oklahoma, and he's let out early from his work camp obligation when he's 18 years old because his father just died of cancer, and he has a younger brother, Billy, who's only 8 years old. So he's been a model inmate at this juvenile work camp, and the crime he committed was accidental manslaughter, basically. He was talking to a bully. The bully got his ire up. He pushed him. The bully hit his head. A series of bad things happened, and the kid died. But he's known in the community as a really bad bully. But when he gets home, he's greeted by the folks who want to foreclose on his property because his father has not been paying the money to keep the farm going that he lives on. And so he signs away the farm, signs away the papers, and they want to take his car, but he said, no, that's not my father's car. That's my car. It has nothing to do with my father. And so Emmett's plan is to leave this town as soon as he can, the very next day. And so as he's getting ready to leave, he's talking to his brother. His idea is that he's going to go to Texas, but his young, very precocious brother, who's a very avid reader, tells him, no, California's the place to go. And it turns out that he wants to go to California because many years ago when their mother left them, she went to California. She sent some postcards, and they didn't even know that the postcards arrived because their father never gave it to them. But the younger brother, Billy, really wants to go to California. Emmett does a little tiny bit of research at the local library, and he decides that California is indeed a good destination. The problem is that as Emmett was getting dropped off at his home, there were two stowaway juveniles in the back of the trunk of the warden's car. And these were some quote unquote friends of Emmett's at the juvenile work camp. And they get out and they say, oh, we decided to come see you and hang out with you and have an adventure with you. And this is not Emmett's idea of a good idea. And so he's not too happy about it. So these two friends are called Duchess and Wooly. Now, Duchess is definitely a kid who comes from a really hard background, and his tag-along friend Wooly comes from a very elite family in New York. And Wooly, as they describe in the book, operates on a different radio frequency than the average person. So he's kind of different. He's kind of gentle. He's not the mastermind, but behind the crazy plans. And so what happens is that Emmett's idea of going west to California gets derailed by Duchess, who decides that he needs Emmett's car to go to New York to do some final things that he needs to do before he gets out of there. So he wants to settle up his account. You know, he thinks of the world as in debits and credits, and he's got a few credits that he has to give and a few debits to take care of. So he steals Emmett's car and goes to New York City. So Emmett needs to get his car back. And he tries to figure out how to get to New York to find his cohort, sort of, Duchess and Wooly, so that they can go to California. So this is a wild, crazy adventure of a book. That's just the very beginning. If you were to read the book in its physical format, and we do have it at the library, it's over 500 pages long. Like I said, listened to it on the playaway, and it was long enough. It was, I think, 18 hours worth of listening, but it was delightful. I enjoyed every minute of it. It was a wild romp, a crazy adventure. They get into some crazy, crazy adventures, fun adventures, and very unlikely things happen, but it's got a little bit of that magical realism twist to it. But definitely a fun book, a really fun read, and I encourage you to check it out and read it. You can check it out in playaway form. We have it downloadable on Overdrive, and it's also in print form. So give it a try. Thanks for listening, and have a great day. Bye-bye.